What's up, Dragon fans? It is that time of the week, another episode of Minecraft Survival. So while we're waiting for the map to load, let me just give you kind of a rundown on some of the things that I did between episodes. Most of it's just maintenance. Did a couple of things with the farm, got some more chickens, got some more cows, things like that. I think I made a couple of bookcases, but nothing big, huge milestones, nothing like that happened. So we will be picking up pretty much where we left off last time. Um, I do want to explore a little bit of the world around because I think somebody told me that around the pillager area they can sometimes have, I guess, what's supposed to be scarecrows. I will say one thing in a second. Um, and scarecrows are made out of pumpkins and hay. So if we get pumpkins, then we can start making some iron golems for our village. I did want to say I did find another dungeon in our little cave system while I was getting some more iron, and we did find diamond horse armor for Smokey, as well as a name tag. So when we get back from exploring, we can go ahead and name Smokey. Like I said, everything else is just general maintenance. Had got some baby cows, and then we culled the adults for the leather so we can make our bookcases, stuff like that. Otherwise, no big deal. So yeah, let's go see if this scarecrow thing is legitimate. Because if we can get some pumpkins, that would be ideal. Now, pumpkins do spawn in the wild every so often. I don't know if it's in a particular biome or if it's just like randomly you just come across pumpkins. But I have run into pumpkin patches before in survival maps, so even if we don't find the scarecrows, then there's still a chance we can locate some pumpkins later on down the line. But since we already know that this is the pillager area, and I don't think the pillagers will respawn. If they do, then whoops. But yeah, let's see if we can find some scarecrows around here. It doesn't look like any bad guys are going to be back. So we should have, these should be dark oaks. This should be a dark oak forest. And yeah, if we can get some scarecrows going, that would be coolio. Ow. So it's a little monotonous just walking randomly through the forest, so I might cut some of this stuff out. Depending on how quickly we find something / how quickly I give up. I'm not seeing... It's supposed to be like a miniature clearing where the scarecrows are. I'm seeing a lot of like giant mushrooms. These giant mushrooms can be grown. Yep, you're bad. But yeah, there's supposed to be like a miniature clearing in the dark oak forest somewhere where scarecrows, almost said grow, not grow, but like where they spawn at. So yeah, we're coming to the other side and getting into a new biome, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, if you guys are paying attention to my top right of my screen, I did lose the bad omen status. So we won't be able to see that in action, unfortunately. If we find another pillager area, then I will make a point to immediately go find a village. That way, I can show you that like dynamically in action. Here's some more dark oak. Like I said, I can't actually confirm that my information is correct. So we may just be on a wild goose chase. But yeah, I'm sorry that we weren't able to do the pillager raid this time around. But like I said, if I come across another pillager area, I'll make sure to go directly to another village. And that way we can see what that looks like without hurting our village. And I'm not running anymore. Let's take out As you can see from the amount of beef I have been on a cow culling spree. Nope, this isn't the other side. Okay, so clearly we will not be finding scarecrows. I do want to do a bit of exploring, though. I haven't actually been around here. This is a swamp biome. Ooh, while we're here, let me show you lily pads. Lily pads are fantastic. They are flat blocks that go across the top of water source blocks. And we're actually going to grab a few of these. You can grab these any kind of way. They break just by punching. And I love these things because when you're building large rows of like farmland, like if you're making rows of wheat or rows of, I don't know, just whatever you're growing, you can put these on top of the water, and that way the blocks, when you harvest them, don't fall through and into the water where you have to just constantly be going into the water. And also, your ground stays irrigated. So that is wonderful stuff. And because this is a swamp biome, we might actually be getting some more slime. Up until now, we only had the little bit that we got out of the cave. But I do believe that these guys spawn in swamps. Another thing that spawns in swamps, really annoying mob, is kind of on that same tier as the pillagers. It's like an evil villager, except she is a witch. And witches are the absolute worst. I don't like them in creative mode, and that's like me stacking the deck in my favor. Survival is much, much, much worse because they have splash potions. Splash potions, of course, anybody who is any kind of fantasy lover knows that potions are just potions. That's exactly what it sounds like. Liquid in a bottle that does things to you. And the witches, they can throw potions at you that do instant damage. They can poison you within an inch of your life. And when you do damage to them, they'll actually drink a potion of regeneration, making it that much more difficult to slay them. But yeah, witches' huts, they are pretty easy to spot in the swamp biomes. They look like just shacks on stilts in the water. Nothing just blatantly immaculate about them, but it is a surefire sign that you have a witch in your neighborhood if you're in a swamp biome. I'm just chopping at the free sugarcane just because, sugarcane goes into paper, and we're still trying to fully upgrade our enchantment area. So I'm just hacking away at stalks of sugarcane. I'm not so another lily pad. I'm not so invested about like getting all the sugarcane because we do have a sugarcane farm. So I'm just kind of doing these as a little drive-by. Once again, I have made the mistake of not bringing a map along. I'm pretty sure the village is back this way. That being said, I am not 100% certain. Ooh. I haven't seen you before, I don't think. I know we've seen cornflowers, but maybe we can get blue dye from these. Blue dye is kind of a rarity, so I'll take all the blue things I can get. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going back in the direction of the village. Or we're not, and we'll be lost the entire episode. Either way, things will happen that you guys will be able to experience on this journey with me. No. Alrighty. I do need to watch. This sword is nearing the end of its durability. So I still need to be gaining experience. So We will just use the regular iron sword as we go. And oh, the sun, she is setting. Alrighty. Oh, I'm either going towards the village or away from the village. And at this moment in time, I know that if I'm facing my house, the sun sets in this direction. So I think I'm going away from the village. Let's go back this way. I'm always intimately familiar with the night in survival. Or not familiar, aware. Oop, and the zombies are already coming out. Goodness, do I have to go through a spooky... What are you? Oh! Oh, pillagers. Well, let's just go ahead and get them. Alright, so we have the bad omen again. Excellent. So maybe we'll see if that last time going back to our village was a glitch in not activating the pillager raid, or if it was just a real thing and we've got to find another village. Alright, so we will just be running straight through, stopping for no one and nothing. Alrighty. Yep, next time I need to just bring the map. I always put it away because I'm trying to save inventory slots, but it never works out. There's the river. Oh, is this the same river? Or do I need to be looking for something else? I guess we'll just keep going this way. The one bad thing about Minecraft is landmarks aren't really a thing. I mean, unless you build one. I can't just, usually go and say, hey, I recognize that grove of trees, because surely I do not. Hey, look, an Enderman carrying a block of dirt. So if we get back to the house, this is what we will do. Besides sleeping and making it daytime again, there's not really a whole lot going on out here. I'm starting to think that maybe we are best served just hitting the next stage of progress, which, in my opinion, because we have the obsidian to do, or that we have the obsidian to burn, I think the next stage in our progress should be going to the nether. I am hungry again, but I need to watch out behind me for creepers. No idea where I am. So we're going to climb a mountain. Alrighty. This is tedious at best. But if nothing else, I should... Wow. Alright, buddy. I've got a crossbow. Haha. You like it. Like I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. Worst case scenario, I get to the top of the mountain and I can see further. Hopefully get my bearings and figure out where home is. I'm not seeing home. This may be something that I gotta wait until morning so that the sun gives me a little bit more to work with. I'm seeing a whole lot of nothing in every direction. I was hoping to at least see the pillager tower. Kind of get an idea of where I need to go. But clearly... Whoa. In any case, let me just go in a direction. Alrighty. It is very spooky out here. And immediate regret is setting in. Is that a rooftop? What is that? No, it just looks like a hill. That's what we call wishful thinking. Alrighty. I am completely and totally and utterly lost. Oh, there is a guy wearing a thing. Alright, this is not working out the way I want it to. We're just going to do it the old-fashioned way. Alrighty. Well, we are back with big mushrooms, but I don't know if this is the same big mushrooms or if these are different big mushrooms. Alright. I feel like we've been here before. I just don't know how far away. Oops, slime. Go ahead and get that while we're here. Oop, this guy's wearing chainmail armor. Interesting. Oop, did he drop some? Ooh, he did. He dropped something. Grab that. And all of this will unpack when we get back to the house. I'm just trying not to stand still for too long while it is nighttime. So, yeah, I'm hungry. Creeper. Alright, we're just gonna go. And go, and go, and go. And hopefully regenerate as we go. Alrighty. Once again, here is a river of sorts. Not sure if I should be following it, but I don't have any better ideas at the moment, so here we go. We are on a journey. We are lost. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my bearings. I'm going to get most of the way back home, if not all the way back home. And then I will rejoin you guys when I get there. Okay, guys. I have not made it home. I have, however, found a bunch of pumpkins. But right there is another village that I've wandered across. And as you can see, I still have the bad omen. So we're going to take this opportunity to see if we can get a pillager raid started. Now, of course, the risk being that, hey, I could die, but I'm not getting any closer to home anyway. So we're going to take a chance. And if we die, we die. And then we get home. If not, then, hey, we just did a pillager raid. So let us get in here and see if we can't get something started. See if ringing the bell will do it. Oh, unless the cobwebs are saying this is an abandoned village. Now, how in the world? You know what? Ooh, emeralds. Yep, we're going to just take all of this. What don't we need? Don't need the spider eyes. Don't need the raw chicken. Don't need that. Let's keep the shovel. Don't need the banner. Don't need that. Alright, so the rest of this we should just be able to take with us. Apples, yep. Bread, yep. Alright, so sorry guys. We're just going to be raiding this place. Looks like it is abandoned. At least this does one thing, and it confirms that you do in fact need villagers to have a village. I guess that sounds like it should be self-explanatory. Alright, I don't know. I can't tell you what the best tool for this is. We're going to go with the sword because it seems to be doing everything faster. These things that I'm chopping down right now are hay bales. In the same way that 9 ingots make an iron block, if you put 9 pieces of wheat together, they make hay bales. So I'm just collecting these so that we can transport some large amounts of hay and not have to worry about growing it. Okay. So let's see if another house will give us some goodies. Oh, nice. This looks like an abandoned smith's forge. No chest, though. I could take the blast furnace, but as of right now, I have really no use for it, so we'll leave it here. We don't really need it. Alrighty. Have I been down this way yet? I went in there. Did I go in here? I didn't, but no, there's nothing there. Okay. So there's not many houses here. We probably have already explored them. Alrighty. Well, I was at least hoping for something to happen there. Looks like it was not meant to be. So, I'm going to keep exploring and we will see what happens. And I'll catch you on the other side. Well, there you go, folks. Proof that with enough wandering, you can pretty much find anything. So we are back home, thankfully. And come to find out, I wasn't actually that far, I don't think. Honestly, I'm pretty sure that I was going around in a big circle, which is slightly embarrassing. Okay, zombie, you need to get out of here. There we go. Ooh. Crud. Alright, so that'll be something I'll fix here in a second. Alrighty, so back home, bad omens still not triggering anything, so unfortunately I think, guys, it's just not meant to be. I came away with a good haul for pumpkins, so one thing I will show you what we'll do is we will create an iron golem, and that is going to be really cool. Alright, so this has pretty much become the weapons, armor / fuel area. We'll put this away here. And yeah, sugarcane, we'll make this part of that. Okay, so we'll put slime balls in here, chicken, emeralds. We're getting a good, I'll say a decent little haul of emeralds. Put the wood up, that away. I guess we'll hold on to the bow. Put the apples in here. Get some levels. Oh, speaking of levels, so we got this name tag. This is one of the things that I found in the dungeon, and I did say when we get back we would rename Smokey. And renaming anything will always cost 1 level, so if you're renaming stuff, definitely do it. Just understand what it's going to cost. And we're repairing this for 3 levels. That's good. That's all we'll do for now. We'll put these little blue things away, the blue orchids. Alright, so the way you rename something is you take a name tag, you put it in the anvil, you name it what you want, and then you go up to the thing you want to name, and boom. This little hover note right here, Smokey, you are officially named. Things that are named will not despawn no matter how far they go. It's just one of the mechanics of the game. It will remember anything that you've named. So if you're worried that maybe an iron golem or something else very important is going to despawn, just name it if you've got the name tag, and that will keep it from going anywhere. Alright, so we're just going to do a patch job to keep the water contained. We'll worry about the official landscaping later. Depending on, how much of a nuisance they make themselves into. Creeper is not necessarily the scariest mob in the game, but definitely the most annoying. That's right, I'm hungry. Alright, so a couple of things that I do want to start doing. Since we're going to require more and more bone meal, I do want to show you how to make a composter. And there are these little barrel looking things. I'll go out and show you. We probably will end up just taking these too, just for the sake of conserving resources. But I do want to show you how to make one just in case you aren't near a village. Alright, so the first thing you do is you need to make slabs. I've already got some here, but I will show you the crafting recipe for them. You'll need wood, and you can do this with any kind of wood. You just put 3 across, and that'll give you 6 slabs. We made these out of stone, you may remember, for the kind of like overhang here. So we've made these half slabs before, but I did want to show you that it is the same with wood. So once you get 7 slabs, then you will put them kind of in a U shape, just kind of like that, and you will get a composter. Now the way composters work, let's grab something we have in abundance. I think the leaf blocks will work. So the way the composter works is you'll set it down just like any other ordinary block. I'll just stick it right here. And then you can take organic things. Saplings, I know work, definitely. Any kind of crop will work. I don't think zombie flesh works, unfortunately. Yeah, so the leaf blocks do work. So you left click your material and it'll go in here. You see these little green sparks says, hey, we're adding. And eventually once this gets to the top, did I run out of leaf blocks? I did. So let's go back in and get the other 64. And I'm probably using the worst possible block to do this. I don't know if each block corresponds to like a fill rate, how much of this it fills up. But once you get to the very top, you get a bone meal out of it. So, once again, leaf blocks probably aren't the most efficient method of doing this. And like I said, you put other things in there. Saplings may do more. You never know. I guess we could explore and like trial and error it, but I don't think you guys want me to sit there and just compost all day long. But that is another little tool for you to use. So the next thing I want to show you is how to build an iron golem. So we already know the basics of it. We're going to take our 9 iron and make our iron block. We will need 4 of them. So just go ahead and put 4 in each go. So this is going to be the base of your iron golem. And do this. So we can really put him anywhere. I've kind of already got this bin that I was trying to trap a monster in off camera, so I could show you. No, we can let him free roam. So you'll arrange your iron blocks in a T, like so, and then you'll take your pumpkin and you'll put it on top. And voila, you get an iron golem. What's up, bro? So we've got a good bit of iron. Well, I say we've got a good bit of iron. We've got some iron. Do I want to use... We'll save this for use next time we need one. I'm kind of worried that this guy won't stay in the village because he wasn't like created by the fact that there was a village here. So I'm a little worried that he'll wander away. So we'll hold off on putting down any more iron golems until we know that he's actually just going to sit tight. So we'll put the rest of these in the farm area. I will keep one out so I can show you this. You can actually put a pumpkin in your crafting grid and get 4 pumpkin seeds out of it. And then pumpkin seeds you can put into the ground and it will grow unlimited pumpkins for you over and over and over. So that is something you can consider. I've got 3 books in my inventory. Let's go ahead and build another bookshelf. And the books across, and there's our bookshelf. This is actually coming along quite nicely. Like I said, our sugarcane and our cattle farm is what we will be using primarily to continue getting the benefits of both of those. I'm sorry, using both of those to I've lost all train of thought. So yeah. We have our sugarcane farm for the sugar cane to make into paper. We have the cattle farm to get the leather so that we can build our bookshelves instead of having to go out and just find it all in the wild. We've got it all here. I've got all those hay blocks, so let me turn those into wheat if I can. We don't really have any use for hay at the moment. Okay, so it does convert back. Oh, wow, we got a lot out of that. But just to show you, since we gathered these as hay, you put 9 wheat in, you get a hay bale. That's the way that works. So let us feed these cows. All right. It is becoming dark. I do not like dark. Boop, 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 boop. Alrighty. So I think it is high time we went to the Nether. There's a couple of things that I want to do before we go to the Nether. In fact, it's the reason I've been saving all of these golden helmets. It's because I want to have a golden helmet when we go in. The reason being is because we are going to trade with a new mob if we see them. It just depends on where we spawn. But let's get the obsidian out. But I think we're to the point where we can actually go with relative confidence that everything will be okay. Do we want to put on new pants and new boots? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. The chest plate, we'll just have to make do. But the pants and the boots, we've got all these spares for, so no point in not doing that. Okay, so you need a few things before you can go to the nether. The obsidian we will build. We're also going to take 1 flint and 1 iron and make a flint and steel. Flint and steel is exactly what it sounds like, is a fire starting device. So you go up to something, left click it, and the flint and steel will set it on fire. For the purposes of the nether, we actually need the flint and steel to activate the portal. Let's see. Well, how about this? Let us build the portal right here, since we kind of have to re-beautify this place anyway. So bare minimum, what you need to build another portal is 10 obsidian. The reason being is the dimensions for the portal are 2 by 3. So I'm actually going to fill in the corners. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, you don't necessarily need these corner pieces, but you do need the 2 on top and the 3 down either side. So once you get that built, you can strike it with the flint and steel, and you'll get these cool little purple swirlies. And that lets you know, hey, it's time to go into the nether. So yeah. I know this episode started out a little slow, but hopefully now that we're in here, we'll get a little bit... Oh my goodness, we are in a crimson forest already. This is good news. Okay, so everybody remember where this is. So the nether got updated a little while back, and as well as getting all this fun ore and stuff, it got some new biomes and some new mobs. So one of the biomes is what we see ourselves in right now. It is a crimson forest. And oop, there's the mob that I'm looking for. So these things are called piglins. Normally they are passive, but only if you are wearing a piece of gold armor, hence the helmet. The good thing about piglins is you can actually trade with them by throwing down some gold. They will pick it up, and then they will decide what they want to give you for it. That white little ghost-looking thing in the distance is called a ghast. It will be the bane of your existence the entire time you are in the nether. So always keep an eye out for those. They can see incredibly long distances, and yeah, you don't want to have to deal with them. Another thing to note about piglins is they are, for lack of a better term, they are pack mobs. So that means if you hurt one, the entire group of them will come after you, unlike the other mobs that we've dealt with. Oh, can I get 2 going? Yeah. So you can get a lot of different things from these guys. You can get nether quartz. You can get, I think ender pearls is on that list. You can get a lot of different things. Most of everything that we'll get from them will be brand new, so we'll keep it all and we'll go through what everything is. I'm not going to go too far into the nether right now just because there's a lot to unpack, and I really don't want to get too involved, especially with like not knowing where we are and kind of just exploring for the first time. I do want to get a little bit of time in off camera, but we will... Ooh, that was crying obsidian. We will get into just the things in the immediate vicinity, and I'll tell you what all those things are, and that way you can kind of get a snapshot of what everything is, and then as we go further and further out, we can kind of address the things that we run into. So it looks like mainly what we're getting out of this is quartz, crying obsidian, and string. Not terrible, but not the best. I'd really like to be getting things like ender pearls or... Oh, why didn't you pick that up? Hey, pick up some gold. Piglins are somewhat territorial. That being that... Ooh, that was ender pearls. What I mean by that is you cannot open any chests when they're around, even if you set the chest down yourself. That's really annoying. You also can't mine any gold when they are in eyesight because I guess they just see all things in the nether as belonging to them. So do just bear that in mind if you are going to operate in the nether for an extended period of time. Just keep that in mind because, like I said, it's one of those things that if one piglin starts attacking you, the rest will end up attacking you too, and that's just difficult to deal with. Oh, I got 3 going now. All right. We'll just keep this party going. But yeah, as long as you follow the rules, don't mine gold, don't open any chests, don't be seen without gold armor on. Then honestly, the piglins can be some really, really good neighbors. I know some YouTubers have actually played Minecraft where they have gone into the nether to start out and they have set themselves up to start in the nether. That can be a fun thing if you're into that. I'm not. But, you know, with the addition of some of the new things that we've got in the nether, you can actually do a playthrough where you're just in the nether. Let's see. We are... Hey, buddy, you want to keep trading with me? We haven't run out of inventory space, so that's good. That being said, when we run out of gold ingots, I think I am going to take some of this stuff home. Alright. You can go through gold real quick when you have 3 of them. But that's not a bad thing. Like I said, with the looming threat of the ghasts, you definitely don't want to be staying in one place too long. Alrighty, so we got a couple more left. And that should be it. We'll get what we get. Oh, did we just get enchanted boots? And a potion? Good stuff. Okay, so that's it for the trades. I'm going to show you a few other things while we're here. This guy is what's called a zombie piglin. As opposed to normal piglins, he does not trade at all. However, he is also part of a pack. So if there were multiples around and I attacked one of these guys, they would all come after me. They do not interact with piglins other than piglins are afraid of them, because who wouldn't be afraid of a zombie? That being said, they still are something you don't really want to mess with if you don't have to. This stuff that I'm grabbing right now is called glowstone. I use it as a substitute for torches just because it is a full block. You can kind of build it into your builds a whole lot more seamlessly. And it is a light source, so it does put up enough of those like Minecraft lumens we were talking about in order to keep monsters from spawning in the area you're trying to light up. Another light source that's part of the new Nether update, yep, we got it right here, is the shroom light, mushroom light. I don't know if it's got an abbreviated name or not, but these also work depending on what you find aesthetically pleasing. Let's do this. Can we get rid of something? We can get rid of something simple. We don't need everything in here. The nether wart, we don't need that. So, again, you've got shroom light, you've got the glowstone to be your alternate light sources. The glowstone can also be fashioned into a lamp. These things right here, this is called warped fungus. It is another part of the new stuff in the nether. The warped fungus is interesting in that if you set it down in front of certain mobs, I think the piglins are one. Maybe not. It might only work when they're hostile. Some mobs in the nether, if you set it in front of them, they actually run away from it, so it can be a helpful deterrent if you find yourself in a bit of a bind. But we are not going to... Did I just hop over that my first time through? That was incredibly lucky. But we're not going to press our luck our first time in. We're just going to go back to our portal. Alrighty. But this was a nice little find. We're going to go home and unpack all of our goodies. One thing you do want to be very careful about when dealing with the nether is ghasts, when they shoot fireballs at you, can actually deactivate portals. So if your portal isn't already kind of out of the way, you might want to bring in some cobblestone or use some netherrack or something like that to kind of help build that up so that the ghast won't immediately target you. Just some food for thought. So we're actually going to put... we're actually going to take these off. And so we've got, Soul Speed 3 and Soul Speed 1. So obviously we're going to do the Soul Speed 3. In the nether, there is a block called Soul Sand. And normally it would slow you down to the point where you're kind of at a crawl, the same as if you were like crouching. With Soul Speed 3, instead of slowing you down, it actually speeds you up. So your normal walk would be like a sprint, and your sprint would be just an incredible speed. So we'll go ahead and put the crying obsidian in here. We might actually take this redstone block out and finish, like complete it out with the crying obsidian now that we've got it. Fire charges work very similarly to the flint and steel. We'll do this out here, where if you go up to something and you left click it, it'll set it on fire. The only difference is it's a one-time use. You may be able to, you can't throw them. Okay. So yeah, it's a one-time use on the fire charges. That being said, they are still useful in a pinch. So they are worth keeping around. The next thing we've got is nether brick. Now nether brick is, blackstone. We'll get into that. Just trying to put some stuff away. So we did get some soul sand. I'll demonstrate the boots. Nether brick, mostly just aesthetic. You can take them and you can put 4 together right here and actually get another brick block. And it is good if you're looking to build up like a blast resistant home. It is slightly more blast resistant than cobblestone, so that's worth holding on to. Yeah, we'll put the obsidian, the netherrack, gravel, that can all go in here. One thing to note is when we broke that glowstone, we didn't get the block, we got glowstone dust. But similar to the nether brick, you can just put it 4 together. In fact, we'll just go ahead and do that. There we go. Then we got 2 dust left over. And the dust actually is useful on its own too, but that won't be important until we get into potion brewing. We're not quite there yet. All right, soul sand, like I said, this is the stuff that makes you slower. No, we're going to sleep. We're not going to deal with all this nonsense. Well, yeah, there are monsters nearby. That's why I'm trying to sleep. Ugh. Guess the game expects me to go out and hurt them. Nope, 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 nope. 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 Dang it. That just goes to show, no matter how many times you say nope, creepers don't listen. Alright, so that was unfortunate. Ah, crud. He blew up the chest. Alright, let's do this. Set the chest back down. And we will just slowly but surely empty everything back into the appropriate thing. That can go in, that can go in. Alright, let's set these back up. Cobble, andesite, cracked brick, gravel. Nope, the leather stays with me. This can go in, that can go in, that can go in, that can go in, that. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how you recover from a creeper explosion. It is slow and tedious and not fun. But you gotta do it because the alternative is losing all your stuff. Alright. Where's our door? We had a door. We'll probably pick it up when we get everything squared away. Okay, we will worry about organization later. That can go in. Pumpkins can go in. Seeds can go in. Look at that iron golem just strutting around. A lot of good ewer. Seeds, carrots, more hay, that, potato. And flour. Okay, so I'm not seeing a door. Oh, that's why. It was outside. There we go. Alright, let's set up our floor again. We want to put everything back that we lost. Alright, so we got the clock. Thank goodness it made it. And the pressure plate. Good, good. Maybe I can sleep now. Alrighty-roo. So let's go outside. Set us up a little running path. Alright, so we got our soul sand. Rude. Alrighty. And we'll do a third one just for good measure. Alright, so we'll take these off just to give you a way to compare the two. So this is me full walk. So a full walk across soul sand versus a full walk across normal ground. Completely different. Significantly slower. This is a full sprint versus a full sprint. All right, so now that we've got those underway, we'll apply the boots. And now we've got a full sprint versus a full sprint. So as you can see, the soul speed definitely makes a huge difference to have. So we will be keeping these boots for a very, very long time. And the good thing is they're also made out of iron, so we're not dealing with an inferior quality boot. So we'll leave the soul sand there for now. We might use it to like get bad guys away from us if we're out exploring or whatever the case may be. So we'll put iron nuggets away. Gold nuggets away. Yes, I know I could be combining them. We just won't for now. Nether quartz. This is purely an aesthetic block. I don't remember there being any crafting recipes with it, but there might be. Similar to the nether brick, you just put 4 in your crafting recipe. You get a block of quartz. Once again, I think it's purely aesthetic, so we will not be utilizing it right now. The apples can go back. So let's see, what else do I want to demonstrate? Oh, I can put the string away. We got 4 left over. We may do something with that. That's fine. Oh, we got an enchantment book with Soul Speed 1. That is fantastic. Let's keep this stuff out for now. Alright, so water bottle. So I thought these were potions. They're not potions, they're just water bottles. For now, water bottles aren't really good for anything. We'll stick them in the magic box. Actually, along with the glowstone dust. But you can take those water bottles, and when we get a brewing stand, which we might actually have one in the village. We might not go looking to make one of those. We might just go utilize one that's already here. But when we get into brewing, this is what we'll use to get potions. The water bottles will become potions based on what you throw into the brewing stand. This next thing is Ender Pearl, and I'm only going to show you this once because Ender Pearls are at a premium in survival. But Ender Pearls can be thrown much like eggs or snowballs, and when you look at it, wherever it lands, there you go. So it is a one-time instant teleportation. It can come in very handy, but you do want to watch out because as you guys saw when I landed, you do take damage no matter how far or how close you teleport to. So always bear that in mind if you're going to use an Ender Pearl to escape, a monster or whatever. Don't be frivolous with them. They run out very quickly. So unless you're in creative and just messing around with them, make sure you save those as much as possible because we will need them later in the game. This next stone, black stone, probably one of my favorite aesthetic blocks, purely because of its texture. This is the raw version, but you can also, let's get this into a thing. You can also combine them to make blackstone bricks. This is polished black stone, so actually let's go ahead and convert all of this. So we'll get 40 of this. So the polished black stone looks like this, much prettier. I know some people who use this in place of like asphalt, and they'll create roads with it, or I don't know. It's just very versatile. You can do a lot with it. And like I said, you can take, I believe, the polished black stone. If you take 4, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, if you take 4, then you can get the polished blackstone bricks. We won't do that right now. We'll keep it as polished blackstone because I may want to use it in that form. So we won't convert anything till we know what we want to do with it. I will show you something fun you can do. We've made bows, we made swords, we've made a lot of things. Do I not have any sticks? Huh, I don't have any sticks. I can get some fairly quickly though. Where did I put... Oh, there it is. Alright. So let's do this. So you get your sticks, and you can actually take 3 sticks, put them in a little diagonal, and then 2 string, and you've got yourself a fishing pole. And yes, you can do exactly what it sounds like you can do with the fishing pole. You go up to a body of water, you hit left trigger, sends a bobber out, And you'll watch in the water, you'll start to see little bubble trails like that. And as soon as your bobber sinks, you hit that left trigger. Oh, we did not catch a fish. What did we catch? We caught another enchanting book with Flame 1. We can actually apply that to our bow and arrow. That is fantastic. In fact, let's go do that right now. Goodness gracious, I could not have planned a better catch. Most of the time, let me just go ahead and say right now, most of the time, you will not be catching enchanting books. You will be catching fish. But since we got it, got one level, I don't know if that'll be enough. So, also, this is a perfect time to show you, if you have something that's enchanted, you can always add enchantments to it. We need 5. Okay, so let's go out and get... We're just going to go get 5 levels real quick. We can kill cows, sure. We'll kill all but 1 red and blue sheep. That gets us 2. What else can we do? Do we have anything that can be... Oh, look, there's a spider. We can kill him. That gets us to 3. I don't have anything. Oh, I got some food cooking. All right, that got us a little bit, but not a lot. So we can put this in the smoker and get a little bit from food. Let's see, what other options do we have? Let's put this away. Definitely need to build another chest. Oh, rain. Is it dark enough? Can't. Okay. So let's go out, see what we can find. We don't have any ingots to smelt, so that won't work. But I do want to show you guys. I mean, clearly you saw that the anvil was going to allow the enchantment stack, but I do want to show it to you in practice. So we'll do the chickens because at least we can get feathers from them. Alright, so whittling it. I was going to say whittling it down. Whittling it up, I guess. There's another sheep we can go. Boom. The good thing about like your lower levels, like your levels 1 through 5, 1 through 10 almost, is it doesn't take that long or that much to get to it. So if we were trying to do like a level 30, that would take a really long time because each subsequent level takes more experience to reach than the one before it. And that's just not something you can do in a few quick thwacks of your sword. So you do want to be mindful of all your sources of experience, whether you are breeding for experience, smelting things for experience. I just need one more level. So yeah, depending on what you're doing to get experience, you know, some people stay out all night and they hunt monsters for experience. Clearly, as we send things to the grave, we are getting experience for it. So we're about halfway to level 5. So I'm actually going to take a page out of the Monster Hunter manual and stay out a little bit later. There's some zombies. They'll come at me. I'll go ahead and put them down. Oh, baby zombie. He'll be worth a good little bit. Come on. There we... Oh, that got us there. Baby zombies are worth a lot of experience. So, hey, we don't even have to kill those 2 zombies. We'll let the sun do it tomorrow. See if we can get in here before the spider... There we go. Before the spider keeps us from being able to do it at all. Okay. So, level 5. We're here. Boom. We want our bow to have flame 1. There we go. And this one is a good enchantment to demonstrate because it's actually visible. So flame 1 is exactly what it sounds like. Every time you shoot an arrow, it is on fire. So if he were out of the water, it would do a little bit better damage. Let's go back and, well, let's grab that experience. There you go. You see how it jumped from like almost nothing to almost 1 just from that one spider. So, yeah, I want something that doesn't naturally burn in daylights because I want you to be able to see that the fire does actually do something. Hopefully you'd be able to take my word for it, but why take my word for it when I can just demonstrate it? Okay, so we're going to have to do a horse. No, we'll do a sheep. You live for another day, horse. All right, so boop. Well, never mind. Boop. There we go. So the sheep's on fire. The sheep's on fire. Boom. So the fire does do extra damage, as you can see. So having flame on your bow is good. This is one of those enchantments that I said kind of separates the bow from the crossbow. Oop. And I have to be careful because I don't have infinity on it yet, so I am using arrows as I do this. Another cool thing is when you have something that is enchanted with fire, the food that you get will already be cooked. So, like this is cooked pork chop. So if we kill this pig with fire, we get an already cooked pork chop. That's kind of cute. No real basis in reality. You can't just like light your sword on fire and then instantly cook something as you slay it. That's not how real life works, but it is how Minecraft works. So I say, you know, yay. Yay for cooking food as you go. Save you that extra step. You do have the drawback of, he went in the sheep pen. You know what? Star Spangled Sheep. I'm all about it. The added drawback is you do actually get more experience from killing and then cooking the raw meat. So depending on why you need the food or the sheep or whatever, you might want to mitigate that with, hey, I'm not doing this for the food. Like if you need food because you're about to die, then absolutely comes in tremendous handy. But if you're doing it for the experience, then you might want to just be like, hey, no, I'm doing this for the experience. So yeah. Do I need this wool? I can do something else with this wool. Put this away. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, whatever. I'll figure something to do. All right. I got some good food. That'll get us some experience. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to do this episode. I really don't. I do want to just, for the sake of having it for next time, because next time I do want to get into brewing. Brewing comes with its own set of, I might just steal a chest. Who cares? They're not using it. There's nobody here to use it, so why not? Might grab the grindstone too. Who knows? I am looking for the house with the brewing stand in it because I want to go ahead and dive right into brewing with you guys. I don't want to make you sit through an episode of me wandering the nether looking for, I don't know, whatever, the component, you know, the people that will give me the components for the brewing stand. We got one right here. We'll go ahead and pop that, and let's see if there's anything else up here. Anything on the roof? Nope, nothing on the roof. No fiddlers. All right. So we'll go ahead and set this up in our house, and I'll go ahead and show you how the water bottles fit into play. Since we already have those, we won't have to make them. Bloop. And then we will call it an episode. I don't think there's anything particularly like life-altering that is going to go on. All right, so where do we want to set it up? It's kind of magic. So yeah, we'll set it up by the bed. Boop. And then we'll grab, where did I put the water bottles? Did I put them? Oh, I put them in magic. Hey, isn't that nice? So this is what your crafting interface looks like for your brewing stand. Oh, I forgot. I do have to go get that anyway. So that'll be what I do off camera. But your water bottles go in these little slots right here. So the good thing is when you brew something, you're actually brewing up to 3 potions at a time. So it's very efficient in the sense that, like, let's say you want to make a potion that makes you stronger. That's a thing that you can do. So instead of just having one potion and having to do it over and over and over with one potion, you actually get 3 potions of strongness, something. And that way, that'll kind of, keep it from getting a little bit tedious. So this is what I want to show you. I want to show you that you catch fish. We got all excited that we caught something. And the mechanic that catches anything but fish is kind of just a nod to like the old cartoon, like catching a shoe. Speaking of catching a shoe, guys, I wish I could say that I'm doing this on purpose. I'm not. But yeah, just the old cartoons where, somebody thinks they've got a big bite, but instead it comes up a shoe. There we go. That's what a fish looks like. Raw cod. There are actually 4 different types of fish in Minecraft. There is cod, salmon, pufferfish, and clownfish. The majority of what you'll get will be cod. Every so often you'll get a salmon. Rarely you'll get a pufferfish, and almost never you'll get a clownfish. And then apparently you get books and boots at the same time when you're trying to display fish. But again, the mechanic is all the same no matter what you catch. You keep your bobber in the water. You see the little bubble trail come up. And as soon as your bobber sinks, you go ahead and click that left trigger and it will bring your bobber back in. So there are enchantments for fishing rods that make it more likely to catch fish, more likely to catch not fish. Again, things like unbreaking, it does have a durability as you can see in the hot bar. So unbreaking would help. Things like that. So we'll try to get one more fish. Then we will call it a day. Come on, little fishy, fishy, fishy. Boop. There we go. So that's our fish. You do also get experience for fishing. In fact, that's probably going to be the prime way we get experience just because it's something that we can do during the day when it's safe. We can keep an eye on our surroundings. We can build out to the middle of the water and fish from there so nothing can come at us. Different things. So once again, there are just a whole bunch of different ways you can go about doing things in Minecraft. You can cook a fish. So stuff like that. We're going to go ahead and call it there. Like I said, we'll try to get into brewing next time. I'll get the stuff that we need for that in between episodes, and I might record it and just not do any audio. And then while I'm doing the recap next episode, we'll just overlay that and show you guys kind of what I did. Maybe just like a miniature highlight reel. I don't know. I'll think of something. But until then, like I said, or like I say every time, if there is something you want me to go over again, if there is something you want to see, if you want me to go out and try to take advantage of this bad omen we've got still haunting our dreams, I do still very much want to show you guys that. Just let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, it has been a ball, as always, hanging out with you guys and being on this journey together. But until I see you next week, you guys have a wonderful day. All right. Bye.